Hey guys, Aaron here, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. So, it is time to play some hot garbage. I've found about 18 of the worst games from what I remember playing, and also from, you know, recommendations from other people to try out. So this is what this stream is going to be about, playing some of those terrible games that you try to avoid back on the retro consoles. And I think I've even got a couple from the Game Boy Advance era there. So we'll see how we get on there. Hey there, Alex and Niall, welcome. How are you guys doing today? Well, there's quite a few good games. Well, I say good games. They're terrible games. They're not good in any way. So I think it is time to slap on the gloves, because we are going to be dealing with some trash here. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to go for first, but we're ready. So there's a lot of terrible games here, so where do we start? That is the question. Hey Congaline, Wayne's World, I know, terrible stuff, but we're going to start off with Alf. I've never played Alf, but I remember Alf. It was this weird creature from 80s TV. I never watched it, but it already looks terrible. Hey there, Alex, welcome. Major, how's it going? Tom, welcome. Okay. Already, I mean, look at the artwork. It's almost like a preschooler drew this. And Alf himself kind of looks like a giant rodent. These things never seem to have fuel when you need them. What is that? And why is it on top of a roof? Let's go inside the house. Sorry, what? That was a garage. Yeah, Alf, this is bad. I've just died. Watch out for those cyclists. That was weird. You can't make this stuff up, can you? I don't know what's going on with that guy. Maybe, was there like a plot to the actual TV show where you were getting chased or trying to be found out? Because he was an alien, wasn't he? So we've got a cat. And we're still getting chased by the guy in a brown suit. What a game to start off with. The weird thing is, right, you die pretty quick for a start. And do you wish to continue playing? Not particularly, but we will. The weird thing is you die and you end up at a totally different place. Like at the end of the level or something. Hey there, Leon, how's it going? So we've got a closed door there, and I'm dead again. Let's go back into the house. So we've still got the cat. Do you see what I mean? You go into one room and it's kind of... No, the kitchen's the same. And we're back here. It's kind of like we're in an endless loop here. Yeah, we started off on a good one, Leon. So there's a door over there. Is that the door I'm actually going into, or... So we go off screen. Can we get into this one? It kind of reminds me of that Pac-Land level, to be fair. Just even more vomit-inducing. So what is the deal with this? Has anyone ever played this game before? And if you have, I do feel sorry for you. But, I mean, I haven't a clue what I'm supposed to be doing here. And the funny thing is, the kids on the bikes, they just don't seem to care if they hit you. They're just more than happy to continue on their way. I don't know. I don't think I can take this one anymore. Whatever the ending is, I'm sure it will be satisfying. I honestly don't think I can agree with that. I'm going to give this one more attempt because it feels like I'm missing something here. So, we had the cat back here. Let's get him. How do we use the inventory? Anyone got any ideas? We can't even get into the general store here. And the thing is as well, the Master System only has 2 buttons. So, really, it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out what to do here. And he got me. Major, if you think the music is bad on this one, I've got a good treat for you in a bit. What happens if you go all the way to the right? You just end up here. You magically appear in someone's living room. Whether it's my living room, I would guess so, considering that is where kind of the start screen is. Nope. I'm very surprised adhgaming hasn't done this one. I think he would be in for a treat. Alex, totally. That's kind of why I think the adhgaming would get on pretty well with this one. You got the guys following you around in a really, really creepy way, and then you've got that crouch animation, which, yeah, let me just say, I pulled off that position when I was sick last week. Enough said. So we're going to jump straight into Barbie Supermodel. I'm blaming Major for this one. He's been on at me at trying this. Apparently it's a pretty bad game, so What did girls have to play back in the 16-bit era then? Barbie Supermodel, apparently. Very sparkly as well. So we get game level Supermodel. Oh, she's having a bit of a daydream, I guess. Was this really what girls wanted to play back in the 90s? With, oh, we can brake, pressing the B. We can pick up hearts, are they? Someone left there a suitcase there. Match Barbie with magazine cover. Why am I doing this? Right, okay, so let's make it look good. I kind of got it right. Except I didn't get a bonus. So what is the purpose of this? Just a bunch of mini-games? Wow. This is exhilarating. It really is great fun. Dance Dance Revolution, this is not. Do we seriously just have to keep redoing this? Until we get a perfect or something? Weird. This has a great bulimia. You shouldn't laugh about bulimia, but that was a pretty funny joke. What? Can we go to the Hollywood Museum? We got a dog down there. Major, yeah, this is a total travesty. Ah, right, okay. So that was basically a practice area for her little strut on the stage. This is the kind of thing though, because the games that were aimed at girls, right, back in the 90s, maybe even earlier, they were trash. They're the type of games that barely required any intelligence to play. I mean, I'm pressing a few buttons here, that's it. It's not fun at all. That guy kind of looked like a zombie. Got to watch out for the seagulls. It literally is a bunch of mini-games. Match Barbie with magazine cover. So she had a heart on her chest. Yeah, I mean, when girls, you know, this was marketed towards girls, you can't blame them for staying away when you had quality games like this. I can't even find the one with the heart. You know what? I just don't care anymore. I think she looks better like that, to be fair. Come on, get out of my way. Oh, she slipped over. The thing is as well, it's just the same move. Why? Surely they could have added, you know, several different dances. I should have left her on the floor there. This is just embarrassing. It really is. Exactly. I mean, you don't need to market a game like this towards girls. Girls love games like Zelda because it is a game that can be enjoyed by, you know, guys and girls. You don't have to make a game that's so in your face like this. So we're going to put some makeup on Barbie. Wow. It's my lucky day. What colour lips should we give her then? I mean, what kind of game would give this selection? I want some yellow lips or green lips. Doesn't give you many choices of any colours. It's kind of dictating what she should wear, really, or what she should look like. That's good enough for me. This game led to a 70% rise in angry feminism. That might be the case. I would not be surprised, right. Look at that, guys. 1,630 points. Go Barbie. Barbie wants to go skiing. I love the fact it's literally just the beach, except they changed the sand for snow. And you've still got the frisbee is, what, a snowball? Can we continue from that point? I don't particularly... I'm not going to continue anymore with that one, guys. Barbie Supermodel gets a big thumb down, or a thumb up if you're after a garbage game. Right, we're going to move on to the famous, or infamous, Cheetah Man 2. The only time I've ever seen this game is from Angry Video Game Nerds. Has anyone played this? Dr. Morbis is back with a new subhuman. He wants to stop the Cheetah Man. He creates the Ape Man, the strongest subhuman yet. Dr. Morbis plans to use the Ape Man to destroy the failed experiment. Ares, Apollo and Hercules. You must help the Cheetah Men fight Dr. Morbius and his evil team of mutants. Yeah, it was on Action 51, I think. Or Cheetah Man was, anyway, so... during the game you have 3 Cheetah Men, okay. So it's kind of like the original Mario Brothers where you can't go back at all. That's kind of weird. So you use the crossbow and you kind of get stuck like it for a second. The jumping feels very odd. Not quite sure how I could have avoided the bird there. Jeez. What is that? Dust. The annoying thing is, you can't duck. So any of the enemies coming towards you, you don't have any chance if they're flying. And they seem to just appear as you walk onto the screen as well. The music is actually the best bit so far. It's kind of catchy in a weird way. Jeez. Oh, I see. So if I hold off, then that allows you to get past. Nah, this is just garbage. It really is. I want to try and get at least one level done, guys. See if it is actually doable. I could jam to this if it wasn't 8-bit. The NES was never really remembered for its amazing music chip. I think the only way I'm going to be able to do this is just tread as carefully as I can, just to avoid getting hit by as many of the ground creatures as possible here. I think that was a little better there. Because that is the thing, as soon as I make this jump, there'll be an enemy that just appears on screen, so there's no way out of that. I love the Mario Brothers formation of bricks there. The snakes don't care. They'll just go straight through the brick. They honestly, and the ants, they're more than happy to just smash into a brick wall. The Famicom version of Gimmick has its own sound chip. It sounds absolutely amazing. I did not know that. I didn't know there were NES games with dedicated sound chips. This one could definitely have benefited from that. Just magically appeared in level 2, guys. Excellent. Alex, I wish to see the day someone is banging their head to the Tetris theme. There is actually a Tetris... What the heck is that? Weird. There is actually a Tetris album, or a single, I should say. So technically, I'm sure it was played in a nightclub at some point. And I'm sure there's been people that headbang to it. Or dance to it, at least. So we've got a little Tasmanian devil here, apparently. Jeez. What a mess. Hey, Fireblaze. Yeah, a bit of Cheetah Man. I'm going to see if I can get through level 2 now. I did not think I'd get through level 1, so... Sure that was an invisible block there. I like the fact that once you kind of know the pattern of when the enemies are going to appear, it does make it somewhat slightly easier, but there just seem to be some enemies you cannot get past at all. They're just in such a bad position. Sorry, what? We can hit the whirlwinds. We can destroy wind. Interesting. Hey Tribot, how's it going? Has life, and by the way, can you try to play a game called TF2? And I haven't played TF2 for years. Is it still going? I guess it still is popular. I used to play it. I don't think I'm going to get around to playing it anytime soon though. I'm doing okay though, thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, you did miss out on Barbie, Leon. One of the greats, definitely. I'm not going to put myself through any more of that. So Home Alone. A classic movie featuring Macaulay Culkin. The game, not so classic. Well, classic in garbage terms, perhaps, but... Funnily enough, I don't think I've ever attempted to play this. I've only ever seen, like, the AVGN covered it. I've seen a very small playthrough. It's one of those games where it just never crossed my path. We know the story to Home Alone, but this is not what I remember from the movie. So we're what, trying to collect things. We've got some cash money. What? Why do you need to collect cash? It's not like we're going to go anywhere and spend it. And we've got some kind of mafia mob in here, who I'm quite clearly standing next to, and he just doesn't care. Can I actually get over him? It's weird. Hey, I don't know. How's it going? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Fireblaze, the Sega Genesis Home Alone game is fantastic. I will take your word on that. I didn't think it was that much different. So, the Mafia mob guys, they are literally waiting around until I come across a bit of treasure. And then they just steal it back off me, so... Pizza. Get back up to it. No worries, Alex. Take it easy. I was close. Like the AVGN episode, what was the deal with all the pizza? Was it literally because Kevin got pizza delivered to the house? Is that the only reason they've gone with that? They couldn't think of anything else except for the pizza. Watching some... Yeah, the soccer's on tonight, isn't it? I believe my brother's watching it as well, so... yes, it's been on all week, hasn't it? So I think that was about it from there. Who doesn't remember when in Home Alone Kevin runs with a gun and shoots the baddie? The sad thing is, Leon, you can't even shoot the baddie. It doesn't affect him at all. At least that one looks like one of the wet bandits. Right, I get you. So what I need to do now is go back and drop off some of my treasure. How do I even get back up the stairs? It just seems a very bizarre idea to have a Kevin running around, stealing, well, taking stuff from his own house and then just dumping it down to the cellar. I don't get the idea behind that. Do you remember that scene from Home Alone where he puts the aftershave on? Well, doing it in this, you get a gem out of it, apparently. Which I can't pick up because I need to drop off my coins. There we go. Hey there, Wang. There you go. Right, let's get back downstairs then. I forgot they kept that bit in the game actually, so fair play. Let's not get hit again. No, this game is definitely garbage. Oh, okay, so can we get one of the crooks to run over that, or is that just going to affect me? The toys on the floor there. So I mean, so far it doesn't really appear like. I was kind of hoping, in a weird way, even though I've seen bits of this before, it would have been good if you could like set up your own traps. I just guess it wasn't, you know, the AI wasn't that great to do that. Tribot, do you want to see the Sonic movie and the Picker movie? And you can say your favourite soccer team, please. I'm not a massive soccer fan, but if I had to, I would say I support Spurs. Only because the rest of my family kind of did. So, yeah, make of that as you will. Am I going to see the Sonic movie? Maybe when it comes out, you know, as on Netflix. The Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, at least that looks funny. So I'd probably see that before the Sonic one. How? Weird. How can a 10-year-old boy create the entire room to rumble like that? So that the gem would come towards me. There's Marv. I just don't understand what is the purpose of the water pistol. It does nothing. That'll teach you to mess with the wet bandits, you little punk. You said it, Marv. so cheesy. So where does the continue point put me back at? Back in this bedroom. Well, you know what? We're going to move on, guys. We've still got about 14 games to play, so... I'm hoping one of them will actually be good enough to play for a bit more of an extended time. And not just a quick, you know, go. I was going to say, at least Marv did look like him. I've got to give credit to the artist for that one. Home Improvement. I love this TV show. Tim the Tall Man Taylor. But the game looks very, very weird. So what is the deal here? Something about being sent back in time. Oh, and you always had Al, which was the assistant to Tim. He would always get, like, the Mickey tag out of him. Good old Al. So, for the people that never watched Tool Time, Home Improvement. Tim, the tall man Taylor, he had his own like DIY show on TV, and he would always try to improve the tools that he had. So if he had like a chainsaw, he would improve it by chucking on like a better blade or a bigger motor, and it would always end up going wrong. Like the blade would end up cutting through the floor or something like that, but it was quite funny. So you kind of think, well, how could they turn a TV show about making your tools better into a video game? And I guess someone had the bright idea to say, hey, we could send Tim the Tall Man Taylor back in time, back to the Stone Age, where we all belong. I guess that's maybe because that's where people started making tools out of rocks and making fire and stuff like that. I don't know. But sending Tim back to the age of back then with dinosaurs, which doesn't even make sense, I guess, but this game isn't garbage. It's garbage. I've seen videos of it. Right, so what are we doing here? So we're jumping around. I love the fact that Tim can jump about 4 times as high himself. So we've got a hook shot. Interesting. I've never liked games which have this really weird snapback for the camera, so you turn left and right and it just snaps back on you. It's really distracting. I'm gonna say though, it actually doesn't feel too bad to play. So we use a nail gun as a actual weapon. I like that. Interesting. Right, so instead of going for that dinosaur, I'm just going to run past it. Can we swap weapons? I get you. So you can actually use the L pad and R pad. Sorry, L button and R button to fire upwards as well. So how do we get them? Just explode in flames. We've got to make that jump, surely. Bubsy is not a game at all, a good game at all, but it had fun music. Bubsy is actually a game, if you guys do like this stream, I've got so many more bad games that I could probably cover in the future. So it's telling us to go down here. I get you, so we need to hunt down the crates then. It's a little bit annoying. I mean, from what I can tell, it allows you to use the buttons to fire at angles left and right, up, but not down. Whoa. That is some amazing music. Okay, so we've got one of the boxes down there, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get to. Well, there's our first crate. How do I get to the others? That is the question. I'm kind of realising why there's so much time now that it gives you to... oh, okay. We can dig. Interesting. Seems to be only very certain places where I can use that. What about the hammer? I kind of feel that it needed to have like a selection for the weapons, because the way you activate a new weapon is by pushing a different direction and then pressing a button. So it kind of knows what weapon it wants you to use in a weird way. Hey, Heart Boy. It's easy to run out of ammo. Am I missing something? Does it show me where my ammo is on screen? We can run too. So, there was a jump just over here, which I couldn't actually make, so let's try that in a second. Nice. That just doesn't seem to want to work. That's better, right. I get you. So we've got... I just find it hard to focus when there's, yeah, a dinosaur in the game as well. It's bizarre. It's not really something that I would kind of associate with Home Improvement. You should rank this out of 10 how garbage it is. You know what? This is definitely the best game so far. I would give it a 5 out of 10. It's nothing special, but hey, at least it controls okay. It kind of resembles a half decent game. I don't fully like what they've done with the weapon system. Let's give this a quick go again. The level design is a little bit all over the place, really, but I mean, without playing every level, maybe it's maybe it does get a bit samely, but how do we get up here then? Yeah, the Jungle Book was a bit like... I don't think it was as bad as Pinocchio. Pinocchio was another terrible game that I come across in my travels. Jungle Book was a very bland game, if I remember correctly. It didn't really try and do anything that interesting compared to like Aladdin or a Lion King. So that might be one for another day. It's not really something you see much nowadays, is it? I'm not even trying. Yeah, it's not something you really see where games are based off of TV shows. And I mean, could you really see a game based off of, I don't know, what's popular at the minute? Big Bang Theory, for example. Could you really see a show like that? Maybe an RPG or a point-and-click adventure. Maybe that would work. But all of these type of TV shows, they all turned into really bad platform games. Top Banana. I actually quite enjoyed that game. It was really weird, but it was kind of fun. Tribot, take it easy. See you later. Have you played the Smurfs on SNES? No. Maybe that's one I'll add to the next stream list. Okay, so Crash Test Dummies. I remember playing this on some system for a while. Whether it was the Game Gear or the Game Boy, I can't remember, but... So the Crash Test Dummies, they were really popular in the UK in the late 90s, I think. For some really weird reason, you know, kids loved them. I didn't really quite make, you know, wasn't really sure what to make of them. But it was a bit of fun, I guess. But the game, I can't ever remember being that great. New Zealand Story, I love that game. I thought it was great. However, you know, going back to it now, it does seem a bit of a mess. The arcade version's definitely the best. Right, so what are we doing here then? Parking level 1. Yeah, this is definitely different to the version that I played. The version I played was definitely not a platformer like this. It was a series of mini games like jumping off buildings, smashing cars into walls. I've lost a leg. So I can destroy the cars. Interesting. And I can kind of rebuild myself. Just. It's not really a game that I could see myself, you know, actively trying to play through. Right to the end, you know. I just love the fact that the cars explode by jumping on them. Got to watch out for those jumping parking meters. Heartboy, yeah, there's quite a lot of games, right, that were based off of arcade games, but they actually are very different, like, because different people have made the games, and New Zealand Story was one of them. I've played about 3 or 4 different versions, and they all feel very different, and they've got very different level design. I'm pretty sure the Mega Drive version was very different as well from the others. There was only a couple that I think resembled the original arcade. Is that it? Thank God for that. Don't think I could have put up with that music anymore. Really? I thought it would take you to a different area by now, but... It's an interesting concept, right? I love the fact that you kind of have to rebuild yourself when you take damage. That's something somewhat good. But the rest of it is just as generic as they come. Right, let's try that again without getting decimated straight away. Nice. I mean, the thing is, right, with the crash test dummies, they're used in like cars and that to test actual crashes. I'm not really quite sure why they're being used to smash into other dummies just riding down the roads and parking meters, stuff like that. Just a bit far out for me. Do we have to do that again, really? One life. We've got one life left. Let's make it count. you can actually throw the spanners. That's a game changer. So the screwdriver is just for bringing a limb back. I thought both of them did pretty much the same thing. Hey gamepad emulator guy, how's it going? One life. One life indeed. And trust me, I'll be dead soon enough. Interesting concept, but pure garbage. I think I preferred the other version of this I played. It seemed a bit more fun with different, like, mini games to play as. Is Cheetah Man even finishable? Well, I got to level 2. I doubt I'm ever going to find out. You know, I don't think I'm going to play any more of that. Looney Tunes Roadrunner. This was a personal game that... or a personal garbage game, I should say. I remember buying this game for my Super Nintendo. I mean, I love the Looney Tunes and Roadrunner, you know. It could have been fun. I just remember this being really, really bad. And wasn't it a Sunsoft game as well? They always got the graphics looking really nice. They kind of pulled you in with these really nice looking graphics. And then the gameplay was absolutely garbage. Roadrunner, Speedometrus Maximus. I love the fact they've still got this in from the cartoons. Coyote, Hungarius Uncontrollabus. They've still got some good jokes in it, but the controls and the music in particular. I mean, how slow is this? I don't know if that's... It's fast, don't get me wrong. It just feels very, very laggy. And let's be honest, if you're playing a Roadrunner game, you don't want to be playing as the Roadrunner. You want to be playing as the Coyote, chasing down the Roadrunner. So how do we pick up the bird suit? There we go. I remember the Taz game. Well, Mr. Leon, I do have a Taz Mania game in this collection. But it's probably one that you've never heard of or played, so... So I think it's just a case of activating all the checkpoints because, you know, that's what he does in the cartoons. Yeah, this is the thing, gamepad, right? We put up with a lot of rubbish. And these games, I remember paying like £30–40 for this. And people complained back then that games were too expensive. People complain nowadays they're too expensive, but you get good games for your money. Much better quality as well. Come on. Yeah, the controls are very, very iffy on this one. Need a bit more of a speed up. I mean, in hindsight, it's probably not the worst game out there. At least it looks good. It's just one that I just recall never getting on very well with. Jeez. Back in these days, nobody warned you about bad games. The only sort of thing you had was reviews in magazines. And they probably got paid off for a lot of them, because I definitely remember them giving most games half-decent reviews. You would buy the game and it would be trash. It really would be. That's not to say, you know, all of those games were bad. There were a lot of great games, especially from Sega and Nintendo, but a lot of them were pretty bad. So what did we miss here? We missed a few. Okay, we got him in the hot air balloon now. Interesting. I mean, if I was to make a Roadrunner game, I would definitely, as I said earlier, right, have you playing as Coyote, but setting traps up for the Roadrunner. To me, that sounds like quite a decent, fun game. Not too sure how you would do that, but it's got to be better than this. Let's just see what happens if I continue to press right. Will it take me straight to the end of the stage? Probably. No, we do actually need to go back on ourselves. I really hate that plane. Utter garbage. Make a quick pace Lemmings version of Roadrunner where you destroy the path. That could work, to be fair. If we get round to it today as well, there is actually one of the games, I think it was one of the Game Boy Advance games, is actually kind of a weird Lemmings clone. Which again is apparently supposed to be terrible. Let's just see if I can get a bit further with this and we'll move on, I think. No, we won't make that jump. Let's try that again. Very, very weird floaty controls. You've got to be joking me. I'm going to move on. I can't take any more of that. Garbage rating out of 10. I'd probably go with a 6 with that. It's not terrible by any means, but honestly, it's not a fun game at all. And talking of Lemmings, this was the one that I was just talking about here. Troddlers. I did kind of enjoy that game, actually, Major. It's not too bad. So, this was one that I was told to give a go. But just because it's a really bizarre idea. So March of the Penguins, which was a kind of like a documentary film from, what, 2007? Something like that, anyway. And apparently it's a Lemmings clone. So let's have a look what it's all about. Yeah, a kind of a terrible Lemmings clone. So what do we have down here? We've got, is that a snowball? Some kind of... Ah, are those parts we can build? Right. Oh, I get you. So we could build that way. Interesting. Out of all of the movie licenses you could think of, they turn this one into a Lemmings clone. So we can burn down ice. Can we put a ladder up here? What else we got then? So let's get another ladder in. The question is, do they die if they fall from a height? What is the fish all about for a start? Anyone got any ideas what that is? I'm going to use one of them. Why not? I'm sure they're snowballs. They turn... Ah, right. Okay. So they actually turn the penguins around. A bit like a blocker, I guess. Come on, Mr. Penguin, you've got this. He's either going to fall and splat to his death, or... It's a trampoline. That was a good choice. A tent. Yeah, I can only assume that, you know, if you're going out into the Arctic, you might have a tent to camp in. It does seem a bit weird. Let's get rid of the ice. I think the big problem with this one is, right, is the first level, it might appear that it's a somewhat okay game, but you're very limited with only, what, 8 pieces here? There's no way of speeding things up. The levels are perhaps a little bit too big. And it only seems to let me use the bits in the place it wants you to. Oops. And they won't even fall off the edge. What is that? Helter Skelter. Maybe that should have gone over here somewhere. This is... It isn't great, is it? Hey, Cloud the Wild, welcome. How's it going? Twist Ice Lolly. Yeah, you could say that. Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. It won't allow me to place it anywhere here. It only seems to allow me to place bits in areas it wants me to. Fish. What are the fish for? Ah, right. The fish will get their attention. If the move is anything like this, I actually am not that fussed about watching it. All I know is it's a movie about Morgan Freeman talking about penguins, so... I am disappointed. I wanted to get at least one level done here. But without being able to place this thing down. What about a tent? Let's try that. I mean, part of me thought I needed to get it up to that ledge. No. Oh, it worked. I thought somehow I had to get up to this ledge and then get them over. So what happened to my penguins? Are they all traps? Oh, they're coming back very slowly. How big is this level? Jeez. It's never ending. So maybe that is where the... I honestly thought that would go here somewhere. Why was this made? You got to feel sorry for the kid that opened this up on Christmas morning. Just imagine getting this in a present under the Christmas tree, while your brother got, I don't know, Super Mario Kart or whatever. My brain can't take this anymore. Garbage rating. It's an 8 out of 10. Maybe bordering on 9 out of 10 for me. Next up, we've got Rise of the Robots. So this was a huge game. It was bigged up. There was lots of hype about it, right? And you'll see why it kind of failed. Rise of the Robots. One player mission, one player training. When this game was coming out, everyone was talking about the amazing graphics in it. They did like an effect like in Donkey Kong Country with like 3D graphics turned into 2D. So yeah. Let's go check these amazing graphics out. It's also pretty amazing that a cartridge game has loading. I'm pretty sure that's not intentional that it says loading. You didn't give points to the first games. Alf was definitely a 9 out of 10. Barbie was somewhat playable. But I'd still say it was complete trash. 8 out of 10. What was the third game I played? I lost count. What was the third game? It wasn't very good, whatever it was. So Rise of the Robots, as you can see, great graphics. And you can't even turn around on this. There's no animations to turn left. It really isn't Mortal Kombat, is it? From what I understand, you can actually complete the game just by tapping the button and getting the enemy stuck in the corner. And apparently you can do this throughout the entire game. I'm not doing a very good job of showing that off, but it really is a trash game. Cheetah Man, 8 out of 10 as well. And I'm only allowing it, you know, off a bit because of the music. Who needs Street Fighter when you've got a game like this? Exactly, it's top quality garbage. It honestly just is button mashing. There really isn't any strategy to this at all. I take that back. You can actually look left. Maybe the version I played, you couldn't do that, but yeah, it is. And I'm going to try again. I want to try and get past that first enemy. You can't actually play as any other character in the game. The only character you can play as is the guy you start with. That is it. Even in 2-player, I think one person has to always play as him. One by a timeout there. Let's see if I can get past the next round. I can't remember how many enemies there were in the game, but they were nothing special. Oh, come on. Balls 3D. Yeah, I remember that game, Heartboy. That was another weird one that kind of looked interesting to play, but in reality played like trash. Oh, come on. Load of wins yet again. We'll try one last time and then I think I will move on. Well, Cloud Noir, yeah, I mean all of the games you see in this stream, they're pretty much going to be low quality efforts, so expect it to get worse, trust me. No, I'm done. I'm done. Garbage rating, definitely 10 out of 10, guaranteed. Stay away from Rise of the Robots. So, Rolo to the rescue. This was actually asked by Leon to put this on. I kind of remember this being okay, not the best game. I remember it not being amazing or anything, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as I'm expecting it to be. I love the fact that to get the Teddy Bear Picnic song in there. So Rolo, from what I remember, you have to come across these different animals. The elephant, like real elephants, you know, they can jump high, so that's his ability. There's a few other animals as well to get to higher platforms, things like that. So let's try that again. So we can unlock the rabbit. Not quite sure how I do that. There we go, got a key. So how do we swap? Is that it? Random. Rolo does tend to move very quick. I'm hoping the other animals... What? That was random. Full continues remaining. Thank God for that. I love the fact it gives you the option of going to a cage or freedom. That's very dark. So let's get on, jump on his head this time. Mr. Beaver. It's got one of those type of jumping mechanics that actually kind of can make you feel a little bit ill. Just how it flicks back and forth really. Right, so at the minute it looks like we're just, you know, rescuing the animals. We're not actually using them to get to different parts of the levels. I love the fact they keep the keys in the hats as well. So that's where you would keep a key. So we're back to the map. That was quick. It's reminded me of Bible Adventures. It definitely kind of has that vibe, doesn't it? I'm sure you could use a different animal at any point. I love the fact the squirrel can't even climb a tree. What is that all about? Murderer. It's amazing as well how simple a sound like a jump effect can get very annoying over a short amount of time. We'll get over that. section of water eventually. Heart Boy, thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening. I think you can recruit hedgehogs. 4% completed. So there's definitely a long way to go there. You can. Start menu. Let me try that again then. There you go. So let's try that. Let's change over to a different animal. One that hopefully isn't so slidey. There we go. So what was the deal with the squirrel? Could he climb higher or get higher? Because at the minute I'm not really noticing much of a difference in his abilities at controlling one. So he can't unlock any other character. Let's go back to the... I see, so you can jump between animals then, basically. Let's swap to the rabbit. So he's got a very high jump there. Not quite sure why he's blue. But there we go. What about the mole? So the only one that seems to actually do anything different is the rabbit. This isn't as bad. Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect it to be a terrible game by any means. It's got problems with the controls, that's all really. I get you, so we can use him for the water. But only the elephant can finish the level, so... This isn't that bad. I honestly, I think it's quite a good little puzzle game if you can get over the fact the controls just take a bit of getting used to. I don't like the fact you have to redo the entire level again though. Right, so let's get him down to the end where the water needs to be. Swap over to the whatever that is. Kind of looks like a gopher, a beaver, maybe. There we go. It is a bit like Lost Vikings, Major. It really isn't that bad from what I played so far. Did we do this one already? I feel we did. It's one of those games where I think if it had a bit of extra work on it, then it would have been a lot better to play through. The music could be a bit better as well, 100%. Garbage rating, I'm very conflicted on this one. I don't think it's as bad as it was led out to be. So, let's go with a 2 out of 10. I think there's a good game in there somewhere, if you're willing to stick with it. So we've got Shrek, a racing game as well, like Mario Kart. I was surprised about this one. I heard it was terrible. I never knew they made a Shrek kart game for the GBA. I remember playing a Madagascar game on the Xbox 360. And that wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. So, who do we get to play as? We get Shrek, Fiona. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Some kind of gnome. The 3 pigs. Muffin Man. Miss Muffet. 3 blind mice. I guess I'm going to have to play Shrek, because Donkey is not available. So we've got Swamp Rally, Country Hustle, Dragon Strip. Let's start with the first. Already the game kind of glitched there. I tell you what this kind of reminds me of. There's a game by Konami. Konami Crazy Racers. Except this doesn't look or play anywhere near as good as it. What's the bye-bye? That isn't Shrek. It's playable. As a kart racer, if I was desperate for one, maybe I would give it a proper go. This was in a top 10 rubbish or terrible GBA list. It surprises me. It's not as bad as I initially thought, but who knows, that could change. The music, on the other hand, definitely is a bit of a letdown. Okay, now I can kind of see why it's not. not supposed to be very good. So it seems that if you skid out, then it does that stupid animation that really, really slows you down. Where are we? 5th place. I'd love to know what the actual items do as well. Only a couple of them seem to do anything of interest. It kind of... I mean, Crazy Racers uses a similar engine, but I would definitely say that was the better game, 100%. It's playable, just, and I'm sure we're just redoing the same level again. Maybe that was my own fault. It needs some really catchy music, not music that wants to make you rip your eyeballs out. Let's continue, choose a different track. It's just when you've got like games like Mario Kart and Crazy Racers, and F-Zero for that matter, why would you ever want to play something like this? There's a reason those games are good, and this this could definitely learn something from those ones. You could just like slide out all over the place. There's stuff that I can't even see on the track, like little oil slicks or just holes in the road. What the princess shoe does, I've got no idea. Nothing, it looks like. Why? Why a pumpkin? Done yet. Lightning Raid! Hello there, how are you, Claire? I'm just going to finish this race off. Horrendous game. Nadina, welcome. Eve, welcome. Cherish Haven. Hannah Brennan, Clayflower, welcome Raiders. Indeed, you get to witness some of the most, the best games. Best games. Don't fool them like that. Some of the worst, most garbage games ever. And Shrek is definitely one of those games. Never play this. Don't play this game ever. I tell you what. I think that was all the tracks I can actually do. So to get to Donkey's Giant Log Moors, is that? I don't know what that even says. I need to get first place, I think, in all of those. Garbage rating. What am I going to say? Definitely a 9 out of 10 for that. Guys, please do go and check Lightning's channel out. I'm going to post that into the stream right now. Thank you, Raiders, for stopping by. I wanted to see the garbage retro games. Oh, you've missed some good ones tonight. But don't worry, we've still got some on the go here. So, up next, we've got the Simpsons Bart Nightmare. I remember when I had the Super Nintendo, there's a game much later on in the list here, Ultraman, which I think I bought Ultraman off of someone, and I ended up swapping it for Bart's Nightmare, because Ultraman was a terrible game. Little did I know, the game that I ended up with was just as bad. Lightning is probably good at Shrek's Swamp Racers. Lightning, legend at Mario Kart. Not too sure if you would even want to touch Shrek Swamp Racers. Don't do it, trust me. You play Shrek every day. I feel for you, man. You need to get out more. Is that Shrek-O Kart though? It was, yeah. It's a Game Boy Advance Shrek game. In the veins of Mario Kart. Yeah, don't touch it, Lightning. Oh, Claire, sorry. It's a bad game. So, this game, right, if I remember correctly, Bart's doing his homework as you do. Something happens, all his homework flies out the window, and you have to go and hunt it down in his dreams? Or something like that, anyway. It's just a game full of terrible, terrible mini-games. I think maybe there's 1 or 2 mini-games that are any fun. Epic Man 89, welcome. Daquan Mayo, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. I thought The Simpsons was a great game. It was, depending on what version you played. This one is unanimous. It is absolutely terrible. So we've got to go around trying to hunt down pages from my homework while avoiding mailboxes, buses. There's one of the bits of homework. If I can pick it up. How do I pick it up? I can't pick the paper up. I'm sure it was just a case of walking over it. We got Lisa as a fairy above us. Have we lost it? No, it's still there. More Pac-Land. It does have that look, I guess. There were loads of Simpsons games. Some of them were good. Most of them were bad. It's, yeah, a bizarre game. Hey Caitlin, welcome to the stream there. We got the old granny trying to kiss us. Oh, we can fire at her. How do we pick up the paper? Finally, so we get to choose from 2 doors. And behind each door is a mini game. Let's hope it's a good, well, a better one. Itchy and scratchy. Okay. This wasn't one of the worst levels, so... If I can actually do anything, it would be nice. What were you streaming, Claire, anyway, tonight? Are you still going on with Cuphead? We've run out the mallet. Let's grab another one. Is it really just a case of taking out H and scratching multiple times? Apparently so. Just like The Simpsons. And there's what, 3, 6, 8 pages to collect as well. Maybe the ROM is glitched. No, I don't know what was going on there. But we got an F for that. That wasn't it, was it? It said that there was an error occurred when I came here. Not too sure what that's about. Leon, no, it's a bad game. Don't defend it at all. It really is trash. The Alien Invasion Simpsons was great. Bart vs. the Space Mutants, I do enjoy, but after level 1 it does go downhill very quickly. Which is unfortunate. I mean, one of my favourites was Bart vs. Camp Deadly, which was a Game Boy version. And also the Simpsons arcade game. That is probably the best Simpsons. By miles. Oh, there we go. So we can collect the Z's. That keeps us asleep for longer. So I guess, yeah, when you wake up, that is game over. So we need to try and collect as many of them as I can. Somehow. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to be dead by the time, or awake, I should say, by the time I actually find another bit of the homework. Go for the yellow door. No worries, Wang. We're back here. watch it on the you know, after the stream's ended tomorrow or something. So hey, at least we know what to do now. It's whether I can get past this section again. I kind of was hoping we would get a different level, to be fair. Any more? Yeah. Terrible. Turns out it's pretty effective, so let's head upstairs. And we're dead. What a surprise. However, we're just barely alive here, so if we can get a couple Z's. Somehow. I tell you what, I really wanted to show you guys some of the other levels, but I'm done. This game is brutal. It's not much fun either, to be fair. At least Cuphead, when you're playing Cuphead, you actually, when you die, you know it's your mistake. This game, no chance. So we're going to pick one of these guys. We're going to go with Sunday Funday. Because there's still about 4 games left to go. And I don't want to spend too long on this one. It's time for Sunday school, guys, but half of the class is missing. You better hop on your skateboard and get here right away. I don't want you to start. Don't want to start without you. It's all about the Sunday school, right? So what? We have to get rid of the bully. How do we? Oh, okay. What is going on right now? I didn't appear to be able to do any damage to him. Apparently I did. I tell you what this reminds me of. There's a game called Wonder Boy, where you're kind of on a skateboard. Was that Adventureland? I can't remember. But, yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that. We released a dove. Where was that hiding? In his pocket? Weird. We got there. Yeah, no worries, Claire. Wonder Boy is a legendary game. Yeah, they've made a couple of remakes actually of it, and they're not maybe not the original. I can't remember, but they've done like the Dragon's Trap and one of the others as well. I mean, to be fair, it's not the worst game. Did we rate the Simpsons game? I can't remember. Let's rate that one. 7 out of 10 on the garbage scale. Not quite sure I actually wanted that extra life, but hey. It's a little bit annoying with everything flinging you around. I'll give it that. Oh, come on. $4.20, thank you for the follow over on Twitch there. Appreciate it, man. How do I make that jump? Oh, there we go. Interesting. We can turn lights on and off, right. I'm not quite sure that helps, but... weird. That's very weird. It's kind of like a game where I know it's got 3 games on this package, so you can't really expect it to be an amazing game. It's not as bad as I'd expect it to be, or from what I've heard it is. I don't know, maybe it gets worse later on. The controls are definitely something that take a bit of getting used to. I guess the mechanic of spinning your skateboard to kill off enemies is different. A little bit different. Yeah, I've always kind of liked the Wonder Boy games. I don't know. They're quality games. I'm kind of glad that some of them are getting remade as well, because they definitely look the part with what they've done. This just is not going to happen, is it? Come on. Oh, there we go. Nice. You got to rate each or overall. What for this game? I'm probably only going to play the first one because there's still a few games to go, Leon. I don't think I'm going to play all three of them. What is going on? Oh, I see. We have to fling the balls at whoever she is. Somehow. If I can just about figure that out. They don't actually appear to be doing anything when I end up managing to fling them back at her. Game over. How many games do we have left to go then? We've got 5 games. We're going to move on. I mean, I'm only going to play that first one. What do I rate it? I give it a 4 out of 10 garbage. It's not that bad. It's not great. We're going to go on to Super Noah's Ark 3D, which is kind of like a Doom clone, I've been told. If it works, that is. Sunday Funday. You're not missing much, trust me. It looks like this one won't work. I think it uses... yeah. I think it uses some kind of special chip in it. Let's move over to Tasmania. Now, earlier on in the stream, I mentioned... well, we played one of the games that sounded absolutely horrendous. And this game, this is going to blow it out the water, trust me. So I remember buying this game for my Sega Game Gear, and it sucks. It really does. The music will make your ears bleed. So I don't think it's actually got anything to do with in common with the other versions. So somehow I need to escape this ball thing following me. Picking up chicken on the way, if I remember correctly. Oops. It's very hard to believe that, you know, when the game was made, they were happy with the music. It's just like, I'm sure... I hope that makes it. I don't want to do that again. Yeah, whoever was making the music for this one, they were just like hitting the keys on the keyboard. You know, whatever works. I'm sure I was supposed to go up there. I haven't a clue if I'm going the right way, by the way. If I end up where I'm supposed to be, it'll be a miracle. Let's try going up. Yeah, I mean, Taz Mania, I don't know if you remember the old cartoons. I used to love Taz Mania, it was great. But the games, I've never come across any Taz Mania game that I've enjoyed. The Super Nintendo one was a weird, like, Mario Kart type of clone, which was terrible. There was platformers on the Mega Drive, which I thought were terrible. If anyone knows of a decent Taz game, let me know. Maybe some of the PlayStation ones were better, I doubt it. What, the old cartoon series, Leon? Yeah, Tasmania, Tasmania, yeah. I kind of want to watch that intro again now. Right, I'm going to put you lot through the pain once more. I want to see if I can get off the minecart level. I mean, thankfully, at least this level is only about a minute long at most, so that's something. As long as I don't die, that is. The SNES Tasmania is decent. I liked it. I might have to give it another go, though. I just remember it being... I liked the fact that you had to kind of have this running into the screen thing. I just always got really bored with it. But, I don't know. I just never thought much of it. It kind of reminded me of a few other games, like Streets of Rage, stuff like that. Not Streets of Rage, Road Rage. Road Rash. That's the one, Road Rash. But I just could never get on with it. Which was a shame, because, yeah, I always kind of liked Taz. It's a bit of a maze, really, trying to find out where the exit is. I guess if you knew the exact path to go, it wouldn't be a problem, but I haven't a clue. Here we go, into level 3. Which isn't that much different to the first level, to be fair. So we can go down, let's go down this way. It's repetitive. Oh yeah, totally, it is playable. It's one of those games where, you know, if you pay full price for it, you probably would be pretty annoyed, but... I couldn't seem to get past that bit, so... It is a short game if I remember correctly. There's only like 10 of those little levels. But we're going to move on as it's coming up to 10 o'clock. So we've got three more games left rather. So we better get through them quick. Ultraman. So I was talking about this earlier. I traded this in for the Simpsons game, which was pretty terrible actually. It's another really, really bad Japanese beat 'em up from what I remember. Is it as bad as I can remember it being? I got this game and completed it on my first try. No lie. It really wasn't difficult, and you can only play as Ultraman as well. I can't remember if you can jump. You can't even jump. So he's pretty happy for me to just let him kick him. And that's it. I think you get a punch and a kick and that is it. I'm not too sure what is the best move to be using, but either way it kills him off. Doesn't really put up much of a fight, does it? Why is he not dying? Oh, he's got some weird little kick. That was it. I don't understand why he isn't dying here. Surely we don't just wait for the timer to run out. Hang on. So he's fine. He can get me down to the last punch and kill me, whereas I have to finish. I cannot remember it being like this. There's something I'm quite obviously missing here. So pressing the L triggers kind of change between there's kind of like a meter building up down in the middle of the screen here. Level 1, level 2, level 3 and level 4. And it still says finish. Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming. So we've got level 4. How'd you pull that off? I'm button mashing to the extreme here. Oh, hang on. What was that? There was some kind of move where it kind of grabbed onto him. So let's try that again. Ah, maybe that'll do it. Maybe I need to get into level 4 and then fire out one of those really powerful moves. I'll give that one more shot, knowing that's potentially what I need to do there. It's a garbage game, 100%, but I want to kill the first boss. Huh. You can jump. I can never remember doing that when I played it originally. Although I'll tell you what, my patience is wearing thin here. You know what? I'm done with that. It is complete garbage. Taz Mania, garbage rating out of 10. I would probably go with 8 on that one. Ultraman, 10 out of 10. It is pure garbage. I've got 2 games left, guys, but I'm going to finish off on Wayne's World tonight. I'll keep Where's Waldo for another one, because that could take a little while. Wayne's World, based on the classic movie of the same name. I think it came out in, what, 91, 92? However, the video game, complete garbage, as you're going to see. Party time. Excellent. Yeah, so you got some digitised stills from the actual... Huda, hey there. Man, I'm not playing Mario Maker, you can see that. So yeah, you play as Wayne. And, I mean, I love the... Well, I say that ironically. I love the fact you know, that they kind of made him look like Wayne. But the level design in this game, it is absolute trash. It's one of those games where they just like chuck in all types of enemies. They put in really annoying sound effects. It is trash. Like, why is the tuba trying to attack me? You fell asleep. Did I really put you to sleep, Major? You did miss some hot garbage, but, you know, thankfully you can rewind. I'm going to finish up on this one, Major. Where's Waldo? Or where's Wally's going to be next time I do a stream like this. Total trash. You've played 2 Mike Meyer Garbo games. How is that fair? Sorry, what was the first one? Shrek. Yeah, if you mean Shrek, then I guess. It's not really Mike Myers, though, is it? It didn't sound like him. So it's telling me to go up, was that? But there's nothing up there.
Excellent. Not.
I'm sure a development team put a lot of work into these, but, you know, I would not be surprised if they're not working in the industry anymore.
Excellent. Excellent. Not.
I haven't a clue where I'm supposed to be going. I think it's quite plain to see that. What next? Was there actually an Austin Power game? I don't think there was. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it would be terrible.
Excellent.
This is very, very bad. The developers had to use a cheat code to beat their own game. That's when you know it is bad. Guys, is there another streamer playing something at the minute that we could potentially pop on over to their stream? If anyone's got any suggestions, that would be great.
Not.
That's getting really annoying now. Perhaps the GBA had Austin Powers. I haven't a clue. I wouldn't be surprised. The GBA had a lot of games. Yeah, you know what? Sunrise is playing Friday the 13th. I haven't gone and raided Sunrise for a while. I'm sure he would like us guys to pop in. So, yeah. Oh, Yellow Kazoo is playing Splatoon. Ah, it's a tricky one, guys. Very different games. Very different streamers. Oh, Leon. What do I do? What do I do? I tell you what, we'll go with Sunrise for tonight. Leon, have you got the link there? I must remember though, yeah, if Yella Kazoo's doing the stream some point, definitely have to raid her in the future. No worries, Major. Take it easy. Have a good one. I definitely will be doing at least one more garbage, trash Thursday, whatever you want to call it. Whether that's next week or not, I don't know, but there'll definitely be one.
But the only issue with laptops is, of course, there's no room to up.
Please give us more crap in the future. I don't give you enough crap in the first place. You got to be careful what you wish for. Thank you guys. Maybe pop over to Sunrise's channel. I'm sure he would appreciate the raid. Thank you guys. I'll be back on Saturday most likely doing a stream. Take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. And Lightning, thank you again for raiding earlier. Much appreciated. Laters.
Upgrade them.
Yeah,
like,
to
with
expand. No, I
desktop.
totally went into it like
You
that.
can-
I mean, but yeah, it's I
Upgrade
just
the
got it for
game.
that. It's for my streaming, and it has the way over the requirements for the capture card.
I mean, you could be a PC gamer, master race there.
And pretty much, I can run pretty much anything that comes out right now.
I'm just
Thanks.
proud of myself because, like, with Tree, my kid, when he was in, like, 5th grade, so, like, 9, 10, he got into PC gaming because his friends were. So, like, anything we had was pretty much run Minecraft is what he started on. But then he got Art. When Art came out on PC as, like, an early release thing, he wanted to play it. Well, my God, like, nothing would run that stupid-ass game. The graphics were so ridiculous on it. And so we had to get a desktop then. But that one, because it was so expensive, we kept it in our living room, and we're like, you know what, we're going to use this too. But then the only thing he could do would be, you know how you can stream, you can play it on one thing, but stream it to another TV? We would let him do that, or we would let him play on our TV at times. But then, like, on his next birthday, I got this $50 computer and then got stuff. Ghosts were already in a lobby. Like all of us.
Cunts.
But I pretty much built his PC that will run like medium graphic stuff, and I've got like 250 in it. Well, and that's the thing, real gamer being, you know, over the age of 16 or 18 and they can pay for their own shit. My kid was very happy with it because, yeah, he's not that old yet, but he wants to. I mean, on PC, if you're on that smaller screen, it looks better on a bigger screen because it's more noticeable, but on a smaller screen, 1080 is pretty...
I'm a bet you can't kill me. That's what I should have said to him.
I mean, you just said it, right? He's watching.
People yawn random.
Oh, yeah.
What happened with Foxy?
Oh, you're
Hey,
not
what's up,
streaming
Aaron?
anymore,
What's up,
bro?
Lightning? How you guys doing?
Nah,
Appreciate
I'm
y'all
not
staying
having
by.
a fucking
Oh, thank you for the
jackass
raid.
fucking shit.
Appreciate you,
Thank
Mr. Leon.
Fucking homo.
Hope you guys are doing okay tonight.
Swear I do got issues. I'm sorry.
I know it's late. How did the stream go? I stopped by
I
earlier.
should never invited his ass.
You finished
It's
Cuphead
been
off?
a week,
Nice.
hasn't it? What day did I run over? Well, I didn't run him over. What day did I premeditate Skylar's death?
Oh no,
That was
lightning
the first
did.
day of craziness.
On expert? Wow.
I mean,
Then
it
there
took
was
him a
the
hot
scooter
minute to
ridiculous.
realize.
So it
what
was
fight
extra,
going.
extra difficult? Because I hear the game's difficult already.
And then everybody got
Like,
quiet, like, I don't know
If
who
he
that,
had
who that
been,
dude
oh
is.
my god, that screen name. If he'd been watching
Wet
your stream,
fart.
Look at that guy